What's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Gear Review. Today we're going to take a look at the ARES Z-Axis Spring Dual Handle from DigitalFoto. What is the ARES Z-Axis Spring Dual Handle? Well, besides a really long and awkward name, it's a handle that can be attached to any single-handed gimbal to not only give you a dual handle grip, but it also has this spring-loaded system to absorb some of the operator's footsteps, which helps get rid of some of that up and down movement you see in some of your gimbal footage. In the box you'll find two handles, a handle clamp, a bean grip, a round base plate, and a V-plate. Assembly-wise, this thing was super easy to put together. It required no instructions to put together, which was helpful because it actually had no instructions. Although instructions could have helped explain what this thing is because I have no idea what it is, what it does, or what it's used for. After looking at the Amazon page, one of the pictures shows it attached here, but again, I'm not sure exactly what it's doing or what it's being used for. To put it together, you just slide the handles onto the handle clamp, tighten it, then you want to slide your gimbal into the hole. That's what she said. And tighten it. If your gimbal's diameter is less than 40 millimeters, like the Crane Plus or the Crane 2, you can't put the gimbal directly into the handle clamp. You have to connect the gimbal by screwing the round base plate onto the bottom of your gimbal, or you can put this plate inside of the handle hole to add to the diameter. The build quality of the Z-Axis is actually quite impressive. Everything is made out of aluminum and just has a nice high quality feel to it. At the top of the handles we have these threading mounts so that we can mount external microphones or an external monitor. Now, DigitalFoto claims that the Z-Axis will reduce vertical vibration in your footage by up to 30%. So let's stop talking, take this thing outside, and put those claims to test. Okay, so to do this test, we're going to try this two different ways. We're going to try it with the Z-Axis, and we're going to try it without the Z-Axis.
There's more cars behind you.
Let's try that again. So we're going to do two different tests. We're going to try this with the Z-Axis and we're going to try it without the Z-Axis to see how much the Z-Axis is actually stabilizing our image. We're also going to try three different focal lengths because longer focal lengths tend to show more of the flaws in the image. So if we're getting that bounce, it's going to be much more apparent at longer focal lengths. Bug attacking my leg. I'm actually pretty impressed with how well the Z-Axis works. It really does help cut down on that unwanted vertical movement. It did struggle on the 85mm and produce some unusable footage. At times there was too much push-pull action for that tight of a focal length, but after adjusting the tension in the springs, it turned out better. If you're still seeing some noticeable steps in your footage, you can use these knobs to adjust the tension in the springs to help cut down on them. Now obviously this is not a perfect end-all solution. You can't just throw this thing on your gimbal and expect to instantly fix your footage. You should still be practicing your ninja gimbal walk and working on your operating techniques. Now as for cons, gimbals are already quite heavy, and this is just going to add more additional weight to your setup. In addition to that, it's kind of awkward and cumbersome, and having to hold the setup like this is just going to put more stress on your shoulders and back, which can lead to quicker operator fatigue. One thing that I hope DigitalFoto addresses in future versions is that there is no way to tell how much tension is applied to each of the handles, so it's hard to tell if each spring has the same amount of tension applied or not. Also, if you're running a setup without autofocus, this makes using the focus wheel pretty much impossible since you need to use these handles to cut down on the vertical movement. The price tag certainly doesn't do this product any favors. It is quite expensive at $195, but it is a really high quality, well-built product that can improve your footage. Should you buy the Z-Axis? If you're already getting great looking footage out of your gimbal, then obviously you don't need this. But if you're noticing a lot of footsteps and you have the money to spare, then this is a really high quality product that will definitely improve your footage. If you're interested in checking the Z-Axis out, links are in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment below, and then tune in next week for another episode of
Review.
So hot. Oh.
Yeah. It's very sweaty.
My face is as hot as my balls.
Yeah.